It's just a very warm place.
It became our home away from home.
What Nativity does well is to benefit the city and the community as a whole.
It felt like a small town within this great big capital city of ours, and that's what I wanted for my kids. I wanted that community.
That is really a big part of how we've joined in as somebody who can go to the county fair and see people from my first grade class, and my kindergarten teacher still works here, and it's amazing that people really don't leave, they just stay a part of the community, and so it just keeps growing.
I think it's important to practice your religion with your friends and your neighbors. That this is a very welcoming place. It's first class, and they do things right.
And I would add that Nativity not only serves just its own parishioners and students, but the greater community, the McAllister-Groveland community, as well as the St. Paul community. They've offered a lot.
My hope is that we are able to really preserve that, the culture that's already here into the future.
I think the most obvious way that Nativity's impacted our lives is not, let's say, Saturday night at the fair or when your kid is winning their volleyball game. The Nativity community really comes out when things are not going very well for your family. And so I think that's the real proof point of the Nativity community is when you have family troubles or a death in the family. This community comes together, and we've been at times overwhelmed with the amount of support and love and compassion about what we're going through.
I'm all in favor of as many avenues to giving. The bottom line is I think Nativity is a parish of a lot of accomplished people who are generous, and they recognize that this is a part of their life that they should support.
The students you see is filled with joy during church. However, one characteristic of life here at Nativity are the fresh new faces in the younger students and a sense of community, and we all help each other, is a community that's fostered by our older students. So it's a comprehensive 9 years at Nativity, kinder through 8, of working together, respecting one another, and basically have a common school life of prayer, support, fun, and hard work.
As I think in my head of the people who are so amazing at serving at Nativity, almost all of them have had or currently have children in the school. And our children are not old enough yet to be in kindergarten here, but every time we walk past in the neighborhood, our daughter says, "That's where I'm going to kindergarten." Like, she's ready and she knows that this is going to be a space for her.
It'll be great to see Nativity finally address the water seepage problems in the church and put that to rest. That'll be a big positive. And the rest of the campaign really helps strengthen the school, removing the debt and building an endowment. And I think it's important that each generation of families that are at Nativity recognize what's come before them and are willing to invest in the future of both the church and the school.
Well, Nativity is about tradition, and I want this place to go on forever. It had meant so much to my husband and I, and this campaign will help sustain both the structure and the school and all of the things that make this a special place.
My greatest hope for the future is that other kids and other families down the line are able to have the same experience that my family has had, not only at the school but also at the church, where we can keep that feeling of community, keep that support group that everybody seems to have here going for future generations.
Raising the funds to get the church hopefully finally fixed so it can stay fixed would be just a beautiful thing, and taking clearing off the school debt would be wonderful as well, so that we can have a more operationally sound budget as we go forward.
I have no doubts whatsoever that this will be a successful campaign. Nativity parishioners, community members are very supportive, and I think this is needed, and just it will be have a wonderful impact on the greater community.
There's something here for everyone at the parish. There's something here for everyone at the school. There is something on this list of priorities that folks can get behind and can support in, real ways.